Hey guys, Luke from Smith here, and this is going to be a review on Toy Story 4, the fourth film in the franchise. It's been 9 years since Toy Story 3 came out, which, just move over here a little bit. I kind of want to be in the centre of the screen. Um, yeah, it's been 9 years since Toy Story 3. It's been a hell of a long time. I didn't even realise it was like 9 years ago that was. It's ridiculous. That means we're going to get Toy Story 5 in another 9 to 10 years. No, I don't think we're going to get a Toy Story 5. I didn't even expect Toy Story 4 because Toy Story 3 ended on a really good ending that they should have just left at that. But, Disney and that money. However, they pulled it off again. Really, really enjoyable film. I loved every minute of this installment. Um, and one of the best things in it is in Toy Story 3 they mention Bo Peep only once about her getting uh, losing friends along the way, and Bo Peep was mentioned. However, they did not explain what happened to her, and it really got people thinking what did actually happen to her. However, going into spoiler territory, I I'm gonna be posting the spoilers in the title of this video. Um, I'm gonna be delving into some of the plots and some of the story points in this video. So yeah, spoilers. In the opening of Toy Story 4, it it shows you what happened 9 years ago during the events before Toy Story 3. Um, and it showed you what actually happened to Bo Peep because apparently she was sold to a collector or just a guy that wanted to buy her. Um, yeah, and we actually got an answer, which is really good. I'm actually glad that they went into that part of the storyline because obviously, yeah, you've seen the trailers. You know Bo Peep's going to be in it. Because you haven't seen her since the second film. Um, the actual all the original characters are there, including like Mr. Potato Head, because the actual voice actor of Mr. Potato Head, he passed away some years back before they started doing the voice acting for Toy Story 4. However, luckily they had a lot of voice clips from him during the past years, so they just included that. However, Mr. Potato Head and Mrs. Potato Head does not really talk much. They just say like certain phrases, certain things. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame that he passed away because he really put a lot of effort into um, voice acting his character in the movies. So yeah, it's a big shame that we lost a really talented actor like him. Um, this whole plot, and yeah, some of the plot was actually spoiled in the trailers, which I wasn't keen on. However, they did show like some of the elements of the film. Basically, Bonnie creates a spork character named Forky, and he basically wants to be thrown away. He's like he doesn't want to be alive. He wants to be thrown away because that's the use of a spork. You use him to eat something, and he gets thrown away in the trash afterwards. He basically wants that to happen. He doesn't want to be a child's plaything. So that's one of the main premises of the film. How it like starts off as, um, and another big plot point is the family goes on, well, Bonnie's family goes on a road trip in their RV, and she takes all their toys, all her toys with her as well, including Forky. Was it? I think it's Forky, not Sporky. Yeah, it sounds better if you say it Forky. Um, so there's a lot of montage of random stuff where Forky tries to escape, but gets pulled back, and then he actually does escape, and Woody goes after him to try and get him back. Woody and Forky get separated from the rest of them, and they just come across a little town with a fun fair in it and a little shop called I think it's like old antiques, something like that. It was basically a what do they call them in America? Thrift stores, isn't it? Where they sell really old antiques and furniture and stuff. We actually do have them stores over here. I've actually been in one last year when I was at Chesterton. Um, when I was coming back from the theme park, I actually popped into the one of the big antique stores. Really nice stuff in there. A little bit more expensive, but really nice antiques they sell in them sort of places. Yeah, so Woody actually goes to go with Forky to the fairground where the RV is headed. However, he gets sidetracked by a lamp in the thrift store, in the antique store, and it reminds him of Bo Peep, and that's basically where Bo Peep was. It sounds to me that she was donated to this antique store and just forgot about, and no one was interested in her. Um, in the store, they meet a really creepy doll character named uh, Gabby Gabby, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the correct name. It's either Gab Gab or Gabby Gabby. It actually sounds really funny if you say it really fast. And these really creepy ventriloquist dolls, which remind me a lot of Slappy. What's his name? Slappy in the Goosebumps books, and that one TV show that they had out chronicling that one episode. They were really creepy in this one, and the way their mouths open and close, because they got this weird jawline here, a bit like the some of the animatronic Christmas and Halloween figures that you used to get, the old Gemmy ones. I've got a few of them. Yeah, really creepy dolls, and obviously Gabby Gabby was an antique doll that basically her voice box is broken. They can all talk, but obviously when you pull the string, nothing happens. And she's basically talking to Woody and Forky. The main premise is she wants his voice box for herself because she wants to speak again, which I think she actually explains it, because I would have thought that if she had Woody's voice box, then she'll just sound like him, have all his phrases. But it actually turns out her actual record, a little disc thing that you get in like pull string doll boxes, that actually worked fine. It was just the little receiver thingy that is broke. So she must have like swapped it out for his one, I suppose. However, he doesn't want that, and he tries to get away from her because she really wants it and really wants to go after him for it. So like, she's actually the bad guy, but to be fair, she's not a bad guy like lots of Hugging Bear or whatever his name is. I kind of forgot, like the Purple Bear from the third one. Yeah, she actually had a bit more character to her, I think, because I actually like the actual character and how her actual character development went on throughout the film was actually quite interesting to watch. So random stuff goes on, all this chasing around. It shows you where they are at the fair. And of course, when Woody gets to the fair, that's where he meets Bo Peep. They actually put her in like a different outfit. She's not got that floral dress on or everything. She uses a cane for good, and you actually find out the names of the sheep. Billy Goat Gruff, because it's a 3-headed sheep. Um, and she's got a little side character, like a little tixie model character thing. Giggles McDimples, I think it was. I'm not quite sure. Something like that. And she's like a little bit of a comical character as well, the little one. So they basically team up again because they haven't seen each other for like 9 years. Um, and they basically turn Bo Peep into a basically a lone wolf. She don't need a child with her 24/7. She wants to get out there and see the world, and that's another main premise of this film. It's basically um, kids grow up, they lose toys, they grow up getting to other things, and basically toys don't need their kids anymore to survive. They can do things on their own, have adventures on their own, that sort of thing. People grow up, people grow out of things, they move on to newer things. So that's another one of the plot points in this film. I'm actually bragging on a bit too much about the actual story and stuff, so I'm actually going to get a bit onto character development and so forth. The actual characters, really good character development, really nice scenes, really beautiful, vibrant scenery, especially with the fair, nice colours that pop out. Um, some of the characters that I really liked, obviously Bo Peep and uh, Duke, who was voiced by Keanu Reeves. Keanu, I can't even say his first name properly. Um, he was in The Matrix and he's John Wick. That's all you need to know. He's the best looking man in the of the era at the minute. Um, he had a really comical character. Really like it. They based him on I think Evel Knievel, which was good. However, he was a defective character, like a defective toy. That when they advertise something and it looks really fantastic when they advertise it, when you actually get the toy, it's a little bit shitty. It doesn't do what it says on the tin. It's basically one of those, but I just want him for the jumping and the speed and the stunts and things like that. So he's like a really good comic relief character. The actual animation, I know I said about the scenes, but the animation was really good. It is another improvement over the over the last one. Like skin looks like skin, plastic looks like plastic, and obviously Bo Peep's made out of porcelain because she's part of a she's a porcelain part of a lamp, including her sheep. So she's got like little cracks in her and everything, and it's all shining, reflecting. It looks really nice. Really lovely direction what they did in this one, including like they actually showed like in one of the first scenes actually showed like um how Woody has like the name Andy under his boot. They actually showed the name under it, and you could see where all the paint was like bubbled and was like wear and tear. And his jacket, where it was like wear and tear 30 years, actually showed like frayed parts and things like that. Really good details that they added in to the movie as well. Um, There's like things in time, they age and they get cracked, and they wanted to include it. They wanted it to be uh, mostly realistic as possible. Obviously, toys can't come to life, so they wanted it kind of visually pleasing as well. So that's really nice. I know a lot of people said, "Oh, the ending's gonna be sad." Yeah, the ending was quite sad and tearjerky. I agree. However, it wasn't as sad as the last one, the third one, where they basically and he gives all of his toys away to Bonnie, like passing the torch over. I found that a little bit more sadder than this one, but This one was sad in its own way. So yeah, it really did excellent. It's got a 9 out of 10 on IMDb. I'm pretty sure now. I'm pretty sure I saw that somewhere, and it's got mostly all positive reviews. So you should actually go out and see it. So yeah, I'm gonna leave this here. Oh, another thing before I forget. Going on to animation styles and techniques. Do you remember the dog out of Toy Story 1? Can't remember the name of him, but he's basically a Sid's dog. And you know when I actually showed him, and he looked like a slab of meat that's been sprayed on, especially when it showed like a shot of his like eye opening, and it was bland as anything. Well, that was 1995. So going forward to 2019, they had a cat in here. When you first see the cat, you're like, that's a real cat. I'm pretty sure it's a real cat. It wasn't a real cat. It was like a CGI cat, but they did it excellently. They really pulled out all the stops to make this one cat look really good on the screen. It looks real. It looks 100% real. I mean, you know, when it actually shows its face, and you think, yeah, that's not real. But some of the scenes of it, it looks really real. I'm really impressed with the way technology is going in the animation and arts industry at the minute. Because animation is something I really want to get into. As soon as obviously I get the money to do it. Also, like animatronic things, I'm really fascinated over them. It's like Disney animatronics, audio animatronics, that sort of thing. They're like two of the things that I really want to get into one day, because they interest me. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. 17 minutes and a half. Go and see the movie. The movie is excellent. It's a fantastic film. I've got another video I'm going to be recording tonight. This will be uploaded tonight. My next video, I'm going to be scheduling it for let's say Monday. Let's get the other video out Monday, tomorrow. So yeah, until then, see you guys.